So guys, the first thing that I'm going to be using is the MAC 24-Hour Concealer to prime my eyelids. Then I'm going to be using that really bright mustard yellow shade from the Jaclyn Hill palette. It's very important to start with a light, bright base if you do want to kind of blow out your eyeshadow, which that is the look that I'm going for today. So I'm going to start off with this yellow shade, and it's going to act as a really good transition shade for my other colors that I'm going to use. And I'm really just going to blend that until I see that it's actually distributed evenly from end to end, I guess you can say. So on top of that mustard shade, I apply a very bright orange shadow just to blow it out a little bit more and to also prepare for the darker, brighter colors that we're going to go in with. Now I'm going in with a darker reddish orange to kind of get me prepared for this purple that I'm applying. And I'm really just leaving the purple in the socket of my eye. I'm not taking it all the way up to my brow bone like I was taking the other colors. So guys, when my camera died, I lost the footage to when I was doing my lid color. Please forgive me, but I used the NYX loose pigment. Now I'm going in with my favorite foundation at the moment, which is the MAC Studio Fix Fluid. I'm in the shade NC45. I really love this foundation. It photographs really well. It's really lightweight. It gives me that airbrush appearance. It does have a very annoying perfume smell to it, but I feel like I've gotten used to it now. So, yes, I really Don't forget to drink 2 to 3 bottles of water every day. Next, I'm going to be contouring my nose. I'm using that same base concealer for my highlight, and I'm going to be using a L'Oreal foundation for the contour. So now I'm going to be using that same matte concealer to highlight. I definitely love the 24-Hour concealer because it's really like the dewy version of the Pro Longwear. The Pro Longwear is very dry, so if you have oily skin, that one will be good for you. And if you have dry skin like myself, I recommend the 24-Hour concealer. But I'm just highlighting everywhere I want to stand out, which is going to be under my eyes, obviously down the bridge of my nose and the sides of my nose. Also, I like to bring my concealer lower than my cheekbones because after I blend, I just love the way that it frames my face. And when you highlight down the sides of your nose, it really just makes the nose contouring process a lot more easier. I like to put on 2 layers of concealer because I'm extra and I really love full coverage, but it's really your preference. I'm also going to be applying the concealer in between my eyebrows. And I really love this because it shapes my eyebrows very well. It gives it that nice, clean, sharp look. Now I'm going to be using a dark foundation, also from MAC. And I'm just going to be contouring the perimeter of my face. And this is really going to just give you a nice, defined face shape. I love this because I really love a bronzy, golden type of vibe. So this contouring thing definitely gives me that. And it also adds color back to your face. Blend. Now I'm taking the other side of that Morphe sponge for the highlighted parts of my face. And the sponge is damp with water. It's very important to actually damp the sponge versus use it dry, because if you do use it dry, it's not really going to work as good. And I love the damp sponge to blend out my highlight and contour because it just shears out the product. So no matter how much you actually use, even if I use like 4 layers of concealer, it would have blended out just as seamlessly as it's blending out now, because the water definitely give you that skin-like finish in the sponge. So I definitely recommend that. You also want to make sure you aren't pressing too hard into your skin because you will move the product that you just laid down. So you do want to make sure that you're lightly tapping your face while you're blending. And it's almost like you aren't touching it. That's how soft I am blending out my highlighted areas. As you can see, I am going back in with my foundation brush. I'm not using any extra foundation on it. I'm just going in with whatever was left from when I did my foundation. And it's just going to help me blend to get those harsh divided areas between my highlight and my contour to actually blend together all as one. I'm setting my under eye with the Ruby Kisses banana powder, y'all. I'm literally out of it. As you can see, I have a tiny bit of powder in the corner of the pan, but I need to go order another one. Now I'm finally about to blend out my nose contour. I do like to let my nose contour and highlight sit while I do other things because I feel like the longer it sits, the more prominent it's going to look. Now I'm setting my nose with that same banana powder, and I'm also going to bake down the bridge of my nose and down both sides of my nose. And I'm going to leave this powder until I complete the rest of my makeup, just to let it bake and settle in to give me that nice and strong coverage, because throughout the day my nose do get oily. Now I'm setting my face with this Luscious by Lind medium beige translucent powder. Y'all, I really love this powder. They actually sent me this powder probably like a year ago. This is my second one. And this is the only thing I've been setting my entire face with for the past year. I absolutely love this powder. It's very lightweight and it's loose, so it's not going to give you that heavy, cakey coverage. But it's very important to set all of the work that you've done, because if you don't set your makeup, it is going to move around throughout the day. It's not going to last up until its full potential. Now I'm going to be carving out my cheekbones with that same powder. And I really love this step because it just gives your face that nice chiseled look. It really gives you that snatched look. And I just love to carve out my cheekbones. I mean, it's really not really much to say about this, guys. It's really self-explanatory. It just brings my face together. So guys, I'm using the LA Color contour palette, and it was like $2.99 at the beauty supply. I love this palette, and I'm just using it to greater define my contour that we did earlier. Very important to blend. Now back to the eyes, I'm applying a hot pink eyeliner. Now I'm going to be lining the top of my eyes with a liquid liner. I literally suck at wing eyeliner, so I just do a line. Now I'm using my favorite mascara, which is the Maybelline Colossal Mascara. And I'm just going to go over my lashes so that when I put on my lash strips, they blend perfectly with mine. I do have an in-depth video on how to apply lash strips for beginners. So if you are interested, head over to that video. If you guys really love these lashes, then thumbs up this video. Now I'm going in with a Becca highlighter palette, which also includes this really pretty pink blush. And I'm going to be applying it to my cheeks. I don't really wear blush on an everyday basis, but for the sake of Valentine's Day, I am going to do some pink blush. So you want to make sure that you are properly blending the blush. Make sure that it's enough to where you can see it, but you want to go over it with a very clean blending brush just to make sure that it isn't too colorful and it looks very seamless. Now I'm using that same blending brush that I used earlier when I set my under eye. And I'm really just going over all of the areas that I baked, my cheeks, my nose, just to make sure all of that powder is dusted away. And you really want to blend like overly with this part because you don't want any leftover powder. That's how you get flashback in your photos. And I'm not perfect. Sometimes I still be having flashback. But just to assure that that doesn't happen to you, just make sure that you blend as much as you can to get all of that excess powder off your face. I'm using my favorite setting spray by Morphe, and I'm not going to spray my eyebrows in my eyeshadow because I find throughout the day my eyebrows get oily and sometimes the color of my shadow changes. So I just cover that area up. So now I'm going in with a brownish red lip liner, and I'm just filling in the outside of my lips. Then I'm going to blend it in with my finger. And I'm just going to go in with a pink glossy glittery lip. I don't really care to do lipstick all the time. Honestly, I'm fine with just a liner and a gloss. And sometimes you guys DM me and ask me what's my everyday lip. This is my everyday lip. Literally some liner and clear lip gloss. Now I'm going in with the Bretman highlighter palette. I got this for Christmas. I really love this palette. They have a pink highlighter in it, so I'm going to be using that mixed with like a champagne color. So guys, this honey is the finished look. I'm super geeked because it took me so much to do this video, y'all. Literally, my camera died 3 times while I was filming, so I had to kind of stop, take a break. Then I wasn't feeling good. I wasn't just feeling like motivated. I wasn't feeling up to it. Like, I was feeling kind of blah this week. So really, I was kind of going back and forth in my head, like, are you going to do this video? Are you not going to do this video? I was giving myself so many excuses not to do the video. But something just told me last night, like, you need to wake up and you need to do this video tomorrow. You need to do it. You don't have a reason not to do it. So I'm like, okay, cool. So I'm super happy that I have this video completed for you guys. I hope you really enjoyed this look. I will be doing a lot more makeup videos similar to this one. I'm thinking about doing a get ready with me next, where I show you guys how I do my hair, my makeup, how I get dressed, and all of those things. So let me know if you would like to see something like that. For any other video suggestions, feel free to DM me on Instagram. My Instagram is dayle.twane. And if you do choose to recreate this look, please hashtag #GlamByDay. I will be reposting the recreated looks on my page. Also, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye.